Good day, folks. Today we're talking about secured credit cards and my top 8 list of secured credit cards. Now, in order to even make my list, you have to have 2 main criteria. 1, you do not charge an annual fee. And number 2, you got to be able to graduate. Now, all 8 of these cards are able to do those. There are some differences between these cards, and we will go over those in brief today and in more detail later on. So make sure to like and subscribe to this video. Mark that notification bell to make sure you get all the great updates as we send them out. Now let's get on to this list. All right, at the bottom of the list, but definitely not the worst card out there. Not by far. We have the U.S. Bank card. It does graduate in as little as 6 months, which is phenomenal. You do need a credit score of at least 650 in order to graduate, but you can do that in as little as 6 months. Now, the minimum deposit for this card is only $300, and you can go up to $5,000. So if you got the funds, you can definitely have a great card to begin with. Number 7 on the list is the Citibank card. It does have a flexible due date if you are going to carry a balance. I do not recommend carrying a balance, as talked about during previous videos, and I'll go over before the end of this one. It does graduate in about 18 months, could be longer, but I would bank on at least 18 months. It does have one of the lowest deposits on the list at only $200, so it is a low dollar minimum. And it can go up to $2,500, so it cannot go up as high as some of the other cards, but it does make number 7 on the list. Number 6, the First Tech Credit Union card. Again, we are talking secured cards. Now, this is a rewards card. It does graduate, but we do not have specific figures. I would guess it would graduate in at least a year. Now, deposits for this card. Your security deposit can start with $500. It is one of the upper end cards on the list. The phenomenal part about this card is it can go up to $25,000. So if you have the finances available and you want a high dollar secured credit card, you can stick $25,000 in a bank account and have a credit card with that high of a balance. That may have an advantage for some people if you want to kickstart your credit lines with high dollars. But your money is going to be locked away for at least a year in order to do so. Now, the card does have an annual percentage rate as low as 9%, but could go as high as 18%. Next on the list is the DCU Credit Union credit card. This card does graduate, but you need to figure on at least a year. Reports have been known to be up to 2 years to graduate. The minimum deposit is $500, but this card is rumored to be able to go up to $100,000. So if you win the lottery and you want a high value credit card, you can take $100,000, stick it in the bank, and they will give you a credit card secured card up to that amount. I can't think of a single reason to do so. Now, annual percentage rate is one of the lowest on the bunch at 11.5. Number 4 on our list of the top 8 secured credit cards is by Capital One. It does get automatic upgrades in as little as 6 months. They will automatically upgrade you. Now, this card does have a flexible deposit. If your credit is on that borderline, you may be able to sink as little as $49 into one of their accounts, and they give you a $200 card. If not, you will have to sink up to $200 for the minimum security deposit. Again, your deposit is what you start your card at. The maximum deposit for this card is $2,500, and it does have the absolute highest interest rate on this list at 26.99%. Number 3, the Discover card. It automatically reviews starting at 8 months. It has, again, a $200 deposit with up to $2,500 for your security deposit, with interest rate going at 22.99%. Number 2, the Harley-Davidson Financial. Now, if you are a motorcycle rider, especially if you are a Harley rider, this would be a phenomenal card for you for several great reasons. It is a rewards card. You do get points for every dollar you spend. Points that you can use at Harley-Davidson dealerships. Heck, I guess if you got enough points, you could buy a Harley-Davidson with it. Now, one of the main advantages to this card is if you are a Harley-Davidson miles rider, you actually get 1 point for every dollar you spend, when you buy gas to fill up your tank, when you buy merchandise at Harley-Davidson, when you buy repair parts, you get $1 per point. Also, you get 1 point for every single mile you ride. When I rode a lot, I put 40,000 miles on my bike every single year. That would be 40,000 points I could gain just by riding my motorcycle. Now, this card does have a minimum deposit of $300, and it goes all the way up to $5,000. So you could stick $5,000 in an account, and when it graduates, could be up to a year. When it graduates, you would have an unsecured card at the $5,000 level mark. Now, interest rate is variable from 14.9 to 23.99%. So it can go up to the higher end. But again, if you ride motorcycles, if you like Harley-Davidson merchandise, this may be an excellent card. Now, the number 1 card, my favorite card, should come to no one as a surprise if you've been watching my videos. It is the Navy Federal In Rewards card. This is a phenomenal secured credit card. It gives you reward points just for using it. I have been using it as my daily use card for the last 6 months, and it graduated right at the 6-month mark. Now, this is best for people who have military ties. If you have been in the military or still in the military, or you have family in the military, join Navy Federal Credit Union. Get the In Rewards secured card. It is a great way to start a relationship with that bank. Now, this card does have a minimum security deposit of $300. It does go up to $5,000. Now, $5,000 is a lot of money. But if you have the ability to put that on a secured card, when it graduates, the bank algorithms see that you have a high value card. You have already gone through the numbers and you have a card worth the dollars. That will allow them to issue you a new credit card with a high dollar value. You don't want to go and apply for a new Citibank card or XYZ card and them issue you a $300 card 5 years from now. You want another high dollar card. So maybe getting a high dollar card up front would be a good idea. We'll go into more of that in future videos. Folks, again, like, subscribe, comment down below if you have a secured card and what your experiences are with it. Does it graduate, and does it charge an annual fee? Have a wonderful day, folks. I'm out.